put three questions. What is self? Number two, whether there is a beginning of that self or not. And third question, whether there is end or not about that self. So all major religious tradition, you see, making answer for these three questions. So first question, answer for first question makes division, Buddhism and all non-Buddhism. Buddhism, anattma, so no independent self. The rest of the non-Buddhist tradition, you see, they believe atma or soul theory, which is something like owner of this body and speech and mind. So the owner and the possessor
and the objects of possession
must be different. So owner come from within the
objects to be owned.
It is not sense. So the owner must be above. So that's the soul. And then furthermore, those non-Buddhist ancient Indian thought who accept rebirth. So this body and voice which depend on this body, and also mind which entirely depend on this brain, new. So there must be independent self or soul which take new life, new body. And next life, from this body, there must be something, go another sort of, take another body. So there must be independent self. So that's the concept of soul. So according to Christianity, after death, body dead. So the soul, I don't know, remain for the time being in the coffin at a good rest or thoughtlessness, I don't know. So then final judgment come. Then soul, what kind of form, I don't know, raise and go heaven, go hell. And finish that. So the Buddhism self entirely depend on the body, speech, and mind. The combination of body, speech, mainly body and mind, combine these two, then designated self. No independent self. That's anattma theory. So designated self is there. Designation, grosser level body and mind, subtle body and mind. So from previous life, come to this life, the subtle mind, subtle energy, subtle body. So the subtle body, subtle mind, no beginning, no end. Like that. That's the Buddhist. So the division, the answer for what's self. So these two divisions. Then there is beginning or not. Those tradition accept creator. Then there's a beginning. When creator creates, that's the beginning. Jainism and Buddhism, no creator. It's something like self-creation. So, according to that, causes of mind, or as I briefly touched, the continuation of mind, continuation of particles. So no beginning. Then, whether there is end or not, so for answer for the second question, Jainism, Buddhism, same, no beginning. Any Jain here? Any Jain scholar? No, received here. Oh yes, one Jain, no? So according to Jainism, since you see no creator, so due to karma, so karma, once we accept karma, there must be creator of that karma. So if karma is beginningless, the creator of karma must be beginningless.
There is not belief that there is a karma, there is a creator, but it's all a endless, beginningless srishti which is. Yeah. Okay. Now, definitely there is no such belief that there is a creator. This srishti is beginning, no end. It goes on. And so far as the question of karmas, thinking that karmas is a beginning, this itself is no beginning of the karmas either. So it's a very complicated question there actually. And it's very clear that in all three, even in the Sankhya system, Krishna says very clearly that he is not actually the creator, because he is not, then if he is a creator, then somebody else has created him. So this is notion is not clear. This discussion and debate always carries on. But definitely the karma, the Atma, there is a belief, strong belief, Atma is there, not in terms of like an individual strong self that gives birth to I-ness, big I-ness. No. It is a universal factor. In the universal factor, this Atma is completely pure consciousness or pure. But then it is activated with the known living. It is there, two divisions there. One something Chetna, one is Achetan. In Sanskrit or Hindi, we have actually better understanding. When I translate it in English, there's always not exactly proper words in English that the idea can be conveyed. But the mixture of the two, which is living and non-living, so this relation between the two is causing a karma. What we term is a karma.
Clear? So in any way, not very clear, but doesn't matter. You see, there's differences, there's different views. So this is the answer for whether this is beginning or not. At least for Buddhism, you see, the continuation of mind, continuation of subtle energy, always there. Logically, that subtle energy, subtle mind, you see, must be its own substantial causes. So that means, substantial means like making clay
So, for example, if we wish to make a clay pot, we need the substantial cause, which is the clay. And if we wish to make a golden pot, then we need to have the substantial cause, which is the gold itself.
But of course, that goes, as I mentioned earlier, at the time of Big Bang. At that time, no gold. But real substance with the particle already there. Then combination of some other sort of, because of the substance, some other substance, then gradually the gold nature, then gradually after millions of years, eventually develop. So today's gold, sort of one article made by gold, the continuity must be of gold. Previous sort of was the substantial cause. So similarly, these bodies, immediate sort of what it is, substantial cause is parents' semen and blood or egg, like that. So that further goes several generations. At the beginning of Big Bang, the substance already there, like that. But no matter how sort of subtlety, but still physical. So mind is something different. So very different, formless. And something like subtle energy. With combination of this body, the different level of mind develop, such as senses of organs. But all cognitive nature, that is the substantial thing. So any cognitive phenomena, its substantial cause must be that nature. So that's the reason. That's the logic. Right. We believe continuation. And then on top of that, there are people who actually remember past life. Isn't it? So some may not be, I think, false, but some I think are very true. I met, you see, I heard, you see, some Tibetan. Actually, I met some Tibetan who actually come from Tibet on the insisting, my home is India. And when they reach India, they insist, my home is South India. Then finally reach one of Tibetan settlement. When parent with that child, with the boy, reached there, then that boy actually led their parent to one monastery, and within the monastery, one building, one small house. He led there. Then when he reached that room, he said, now this is my room. Then he mentioned in one box, my glass there. Then open it, glass there. Very clear. So such things happen. Then many years ago, one girl around Patiala, I actually met, clearly expressed their past memory and the name of the past life's relatives. Another girl in Kanpur I met. That girl, actually 4 parents, her sort of expression of memory of past life is so convincing. The past life also at a young age died. So the previous life's parents are still there. So since new girl's expression is so convincing, the previous 2 parents also accepted as their girl. So one life for 4 parents. Like that. So such things happen. So we need more research work. Just deny or impossible. This is too simple. But must investigate and try to find answer scientifically. Answer. So these are a little bit mystery. So ancient different sort of non-Buddhist tradition, Jains and Hindus and many varieties of Hindu, we believe rebirth, reincarnation, isn't it? Like that. Then the third question, whether this end or not, according to those traditions who believe creator, I think I don't know whether it's a permanent end or not, but when you reach heaven or hell, then remain permanently or not, I don't know. Then quite troublesome. In hell, permanently remain there. I think better to end, right? Even the self, I think, soul disappear, then better. Isn't it? So that I don't know. As far as Buddhism is concerned, and also I think Jainism. Recently I was in Kasachuti, one famous Jain sacred place in Palitana. There are, I think, at least 20 Jain masters and scholars. We had sort of lengthy discussion. So many similar sort of idea, similar view. So you see, I think most popularly, the Jainism and the Buddhism have the answer no end, except in Buddhist tradition, in Buddhist school of thought, Vivashik, there is description, end of life, end of mind. Buddha achieved Mahaparinirvana, Sasha Kushinagar. That is really end of the being. Then Buddha no longer as a sentient being. So end. Like was the butter lamp, was the seas, like that. Except that, all, say, the Buddhist school of thought, have the view, there is no reason to end our subtle consciousness. Subtle consciousness remain continuously. At the Buddhahood stage, subtle mind then fully function. All grosser level of mind cease. The subtle mind alone act everything. So the mind, all-knowing mind, possible because of that subtle mind have special energy, like that. So no end. That's the Buddhist view. So some people feel more comfortable that view. Some people, I think, may be different. So therefore, variety of religions come on this planet. Even at the Buddha's own time or Nagarjuna's time, there are many different school of thought exist. Nobody tried to eliminate them. We live together as brothers, sisters. So through that way, India developed genuine harmony among the different religious traditions, as I mentioned before, like that.